Hello friends, you're with the Lonesome Gamer and I'm playing Dungeon Universalis. Now, I'm a little sick for a couple of days now. My voice is a little bit weird and I'm gonna try my best. I hope it's not too disturbing. So, we crossed the Grey Mountains on our way to Snake Island. We got to go to the port here at the frozen moor, and yeah, so we were attacked by bears and that wasn't too exciting. We had a pretty boring video about that. And now, yeah, as I said, I'm gonna go to the frozen moor and to that port. So let's see, I'm gonna need my dice tray. Okay, so we got to roll for these tundra or whatever that is. So on a 5+, we're gonna have an encounter at the frozen moor, and we don't. So we made it to the port, and if we check that here now, we see we can rent 3 different types of ships. We could either buy a rowboat, but I don't know. I mean, this looks like it's real sea, right? I don't want to row. I don't want to use a rowboat, I don't know, to go from Australia to New Zealand or something like that. And it seems to me like this might be, maybe it's not quite as, I don't know. No, probably it's not that bad. It says 50 kilometers here. Yeah, but that's pretty much. I mean, we got to row for about 70 kilometers or so. I mean, good luck with that. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to spend $6 for a merchant ship. So we still have a couple of bucks. But we got to be honest here. I mean, we were super rich, but we spent a lot of the money now for all kind of crap. So $6, and that allows us now to use the boat. Now the way that works is we also now simply travel these areas and roll for these sea areas if we have an encounter there or not. And if we enter a territory, a land territory, then the boat waits for us on the coast. If we leave that territory, for example, if we would enter now this area here and then move on to the Grey Mountains again, then we have to pay for every day, I think, or I'm not even sure, or every round, I guess, we have to pay $1, and then the boat will continue waiting there. Otherwise, if we don't do that, the boat will simply disappear. But as long as we stay in the same area, the boat will stay there too. So basically what that means is, if we enter these islands, we can simply go there and then travel back, and we don't have to pay again for the boat. So that's kind of cool. So the first thing I wanted to do is I want to go to this Northern Gate Island because they have an inn there, and I want to try to visit that so that I can heal the dwarf, and I also want to give Malice back her mana and her fortune point. So I'm gonna try to do that. So first we gotta roll. I'm gonna find the sea cards first. Oh, there they are actually. Okay, so on a 5+, we're gonna have an adventure there. I'm not too eager to have that. Okay, so we're good. Now we're here and we gotta roll again for this one here. So on a 5+. Okay, now this time, let's see. Okay, that's number 1. That's going to be that one. That's a traveler's camp. A group of travelers give you food and shelter. Each hero recovers 1 lost vitality point. Wow, the group gets 1 pack of provisions. You know, that's pretty good. That makes the decision for me even harder if I want to go to the inn or not. But yeah, I think I have to, because I only have 4 fortune here, and that is really not a lot. Okay, yeah, I want to enter this city here. It's called Northern Gate. It's a castle. It's not really a city. So I don't know. Let's see. Okay, that's event number 2. Okay, infraction. 1 random hero must pass an intelligence test. If he fails, the heroes will be surprised by the guards after committing a small brawl or infraction. Play the places and services card guards. So let's see, which hero is the guy? Okay, that is good. That is her. She's pretty good in intelligence. So let's roll for that. We need a 5. And we have it. Perfect. Okay. So nothing bad happened here. So therefore we won't need that anymore, I guess. Yeah. And now we can visit the inn. I also like to... Oh, look at that. I could have actually... I think this castle is right at the coast. Yeah, there is a port here. It wasn't even necessary for me to encounter this. Yeah, okay. So, yeah. So I guess I'm gonna not do it on my way back then. Yeah, that was... whatever. So, okay. So now, let's see, I hope I can get a new torch somewhere. I wonder if I can get a torch at the inn. Gotta check that. That's really cool. We can get supreme beer, pack of provisions, and torches. That's all available there. And I'm gonna spend 2 coins for the dwarf. Yeah, and probably also for her, just to make sure I don't get into trouble there. So that means I got to spend overall 5 coins, including the torch. So that is that. There we go. And then I got 10 coins left. Okay. Yeah, well, that's not a lot. If we have to flee Snake Island, we might be in trouble, because it's just enough, basically, to bring everyone into the inn again and to heal fully. So 10 coins is what we need to survive, basically. But that would mean we would not be able to buy any healing potions or any kind of stuff. But okay, this let's hope that we get some stuff at Snake Island. Okay, so we're leaving the Northern Gate, travel through the sea again, and it was a 5+, so we want to have less than that, and we're good. Now we're entering the sea around Snake Island. It was still good, very good. And now we are kind of, yeah, landing on Snake Island. And that means we got to check now this kind of volcanic island here. So that is a 5. So let's see. Okay, no event. I'm not complaining here. So now we can start our next big adventure. Awesome. So let me quickly read you the introduction. After reaching the shores of Snake Island, you spend several days searching among the cliffs for an access to the sanctuary of the forked goddess. You must locate the precious jewel, the gem of courage, before the darkness takes over your minds. However, in spite of the urgency demanded of you, you will have to proceed with extreme caution in order to prevent the beast from being released. Okay, so the goal is to find the gem of courage in the main room, take it, and leave the scenario reaching the exit square. Okay. The faction is demons. Special rules, just a few minutes. Only a maximum number of encounter cards equivalent to the initial number of heroes plus 1 can be activated during the quest. Okay, I don't really... Oh no, it says just a few enemies. I don't know. Yeah, I read that wrong. Just a few enemies. So that means... Let's see. Okay, the dark player doesn't have that many points. We don't have the achievement track. Before building the dark player's decks, set aside face down one of the following obstacle cards: Portcullis, Riddle, and Darkness. Okay. Yeah, fine. Okay. Okay, there's one little thing here in preparation of the player decks where I'm not quite sure if I do that right. It says, before building the dark player deck, set aside face down one of the following obstacle cards: Portcullis, Riddle, and Darkness. Now this is, I assume that they mean literally just one of these cards. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shuffle these 3 cards, and then I'm going to randomly determine one of them, put that one face down to the side, and then I'm going to shuffle the others back into the obstacle stack. Okay, so we're ready to go. There's our card. I don't know what that is. That either Portcullis, Darkness, or what was it? I don't remember. Okay, we got all the other stuff. We do not need, the rules tell us we do not need these achievement points. So again, that basically means, I've already talked about that, that time doesn't matter in this quest. And therefore, movement, except in combat rounds, doesn't matter. So we can simply take our heroes, place them in any way we want, as long as it is not a combat round. And that makes gameplay faster. It takes away a bit of the experience, but still I'm gonna do it that way. So we enter here from these stairs, and you can see here, this is the entrance point, and right next to it here, that's the exit point. So we gotta go back there. I'm not sure if this will be necessary. It depends on how the value points develop. If the guy has spent all his points, then we'll see if it is still actually necessary to really walk back there. Maybe it is. Now at the moment he has 22 value points. We are at 86, and it is this number divided by 4 rounded up. So let's see. I'm going to place the scout here at that space. And then, let's see, I'm going to, yeah, probably these guys, I'm going to place them a little, nah, that's a bit tricky here. Maybe like that. Oh boy. Yeah, and we need the owl. I'm going to place the owl here. That's a bit tricky. Maybe I'm going to do it like this, actually. Place the owl here. So in this way, the scout can step back, and then the others can enter the room if they want to. So let's see. We're trying to... Yeah, we do our first action now. So this is this reveal tile action. So we don't reveal the tile, but we do the reveal tile action. And when you do that, you got to roll the scenario die for obstacles. And there is none. And now we actually do reveal the tile. And that means we're going to have to roll... I got to check that. Okay, so we explore the section here. Wow, that's a big one. Holy moly. What? That is all one section? That's crazy. There's something here. What is that? Okay, that is a well. And what is that? We don't know what that is. Oh boy. Let's see what we find there. Okay, before I'm gonna go into the stuff that happens back there, I want to check if there is a creature in this corridor here. So let's see. That was close, but there is no creature there. And now we have a problem, because I simply don't know what that symbol represents. I mean, I know it represents the dark player, right? It's all over the place. So we use these markers to track his stuff, but there's no information on what it means here. Maybe it means that we have to flip this card here, right? That is possible, but it's not indicated anywhere. If I go back to this, the special rules, they don't talk about that at all. The setup just tells you set aside face down one of the following obstacle cards. That's it. There's nothing in addition to that. And everything else, help. Oh, look at that. Here's kind of a key, but it also doesn't show that symbol. Okay, I don't know what that symbol means. Now I could look up at the campaign book. I could do this. If I do that, I probably learn at least kind of how this whole scenario looks like. And I don't really want to do that, because then you get an impression over the map. But I might have to. This thing could be important. It kind of sucks. In addition to that, we don't really know how to continue here, so I might have to search. I might have to search this section here for secret doors. I think I'm going to do that first. So I'm going to enter the section here, just to make sure that if I trigger a trap when searching for the door, this doesn't affect the others too. And then I'm going to search for secret doors. And when I do that, I'm pretty sure I have to roll again on this die. And this time we actually trigger a trap. So let's see. And that's a thief. Holy crap. Okay. If activated after declaring that a door or chest is opened. Okay, that's not the case. So I'm going to check how the thief works out. Okay, so the thief will show up 3 spaces away from one of my characters. So the only place that could be is 1, 2, 3. It will show up here. And it will try to steal gold, 5 gold, and a random object. And this is where things get tricky. This lady has all the valuable objects, or a lot of them. She's got all these, these super important magical objects, especially her bow. If that bow gets stolen, we can basically immediately return and try to figure something out, because this bow is vital to the whole mission, basically. So, but we'll see. Because we have to do a perception roll first. And she has a good perception, so there's a good chance we win this. Oops. So he does not get a bonus on perception, but I do. I have the crow, which is still within range. I got the... Now, I think that one does not count. It's not that simple. And I got my own sharp senses. So I think... No, the others are just for initiative, but they are not real perception rolls. Okay, so I got a +2. That's not great. So that is really important now. Let's hope for the best here. I'm gonna reroll that. That's kind of, that's not really, I think I can reroll that. Okay, let's see what you get. Oh man, that's bad. So I'm gonna force him to reroll this by spending a fortune. Okay, that's a 7 too. So we're good. It was close, but we're okay. Now, if the guy would have won that roll, he would have stolen a random object from this hero and then simply vanished. But now he stays there, and you can see here the thief. Now that is 1 point that we have to spend here. It's a little odd because there is this card here. I wonder if he has to spend 2 additional points for that card. Maybe. It kind of makes sense, right? I mean, that card is like a special... You could say it's like a special... It's not just a normal encounter. It's like a special ability or something, a special danger in addition to the imp. So I think I'm going to spend 2 more here for this guy. I think it makes sense. Okay, and that was also my first encounter card. And if I remember that right, only 5 can be placed. So my first monster encounter card can be played in this. Yeah, only 5 can be played, I think. So now we're gonna find a miniature for the imp. Okay, so there's the imp, and we're gonna place him now 3 squares away. Luckily, we detected him, and I don't think we need to do another initiative roll now. I think that's the initiative roll, and now we can start fighting. And I won this initiative. So the guy has an improvised weapon, as indicated here on this card. And so he is not that great. He is small, which gives him a small advantage when we shoot at him. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, I'm going to try to shoot at him with my accuracy longbow. Okay, that was a miss. And the second shot. Oh God. So that was also a miss. great. But okay, I'm gonna move back 1, 2 spaces. I'm gonna move back in here, and then yeah, I think simply the dwarf will go 1, 2, 3 spaces, and he's gonna attack that guy with his katana. Okay, that's a hit. And we get an additional die because it was a critical hit. And that means we have 8 dice here. And I got a feeling that that should be enough to kill the imp. Let's see, I'm not sure how much we gotta see here. Okay, these are probably 3 hits. Yeah, so we killed him, he's got 3 life points, and he has an armor of 3, so the 5, and the 6 are good enough. And that's it, the imp is dead. Okay, so that was okay, but now we have to figure out what that, we have to figure out what that symbol means here. And to be perfectly honest, oh no, actually, you know, god damn, I triggered the trap, and therefore the thief showed up. But I haven't searched the room yet. So I can still do it, but I guess to do that, I have to go back into the room. Now I'm pretty sure I don't have to roll again? No, I don't think that makes a lot of sense. Maybe it's a tough question. You don't have to, no, I don't think so. You don't have to roll twice for if you want to open a door or if you want to open a chest or anything. You don't have to roll again for the same chest. But to be perfectly honest, I don't know if I have to roll again for the trap now. I'm not going to do that. If I want to search the room a second time, I will roll again for a trap. But right now I'm not going to do it. So I'm going to roll the dice and see if I can find a secret door. Okay, that's an 8. That might actually be enough. We got, yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. We got the crow, which gives us sharp senses. Yeah, that's a +2. And then we got, I think we get another one for the eagle's eye. Yeah, so a 7 would actually be enough. So yeah, we can now check for secret doors. Yeah, there we go. We did pass that roll. Okay, great. So there are no secret doors in there. That's tricky. You know, actually I realized I could try to search here too. There's another icon here. Okay, so that's what we're going to do then. So I'm going to move back into this room and just want to make sure that I don't get too much trouble. I'm going to move these guys out here. And I'm going to move the, oh God, I'm going to go like this. And then I'm going to, yeah, let's do it like this. And, man, this is all a bit tricky, but yeah, I want to search again here for secret doors. I'm going to leave this guy in this room. So let's see if we trigger a trap. No trap this time. And we got to search. Okay, we made it again. So let's see if we find something here. Yeah. Okay, look at that. We found a door. What does that mean? That probably means that you found a door. No, that what? Okay, again, I rearranged all these guys. And now I'm going to try to open that door. And again, no trap. So that means the door is open. Awesome. So let's see what we find. Okay, so got a room here. And 3 more doors. Okay, so again, we have to check if there are any enemies in this room. And no enemy. So which direction do we want to go now? I don't know. I got no clue. I don't know. I'm gonna roll a die. Let's see. On a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we go through the center door. And again here, I'm just gonna proceed. I don't care because we know time does not matter here. So just go like this. Don't forget the owl. Place it here. And yeah, I think I'm gonna place my guys like this. Okay, and again, let's try to open this door. So, gonna roll for traps. No trap. So let's see what comes up. Okay, that is a corridor. Okay. We found that corridor here. And I'm gonna roll again for an encounter. Now, let me see. The rule is, if you do not have an encounter in 2 consecutive rooms, you have to roll twice then. But because we had an encounter here, so we entered here, then that was the first room we checked, and there was the thief. So therefore, I think that counts as an encounter. And then this was basically the first empty room. So I think we're okay. I think right now we just have to roll once. And we actually do have an encounter. So, okay, great. Let's draw a card and let's see what that is. Enemy spotted. Okay, that's a big one. And that means we have to check now here on the table. And let's see. +1 for every 30 VPs of the group. So that means we have to add 2, I think. And that should be it. So let's see what we get. That's a 4 then. 3 or 4 here. Okay, that's not so bad. I guess 1 demon warrior with an improvised weapon and shield, 2 imps with a short bow. Okay, let's place these guys. So that was actually not true. We had to add 5. We had to add 2. So it's not a 4, it's a 5 instead. So we have 1 igneous demon, 3 imps with improvised weapons. Okay, so here we are. This is I take this guy here as the demon. He looks kind of like underworldish to me. And these are the 3 imps are here. So this is the igneous demon. Okay, he got claws, so he doesn't have any other weapon. He's fearsome, invulnerable, underworld, aura, breath. So he's got a lot of crap going on here. Oh my goodness. So fearsome, we already know that. So when we somehow get involved with this guy, we got to do a courage test. Otherwise we we are frightened, which will lose us some skill points. Of course, not permanently. Invulnerable means that only when you attack with a standard weapon, only only critical hits will do damage. So that isn't easy. Underworld means that when we use, and also, by the way, that also applies to magic weapons, but not to enchanted weapons, but we don't have those. But we can use spells against this guy, and they will have the full effect. So that's kind of cool. And Underworld means that fire and flaming attacks do 1 less damage. So if we do the green flame, I guess, does do 1 less damage. Aura, a character which enters into or starts its activation in a square adjacent to the creature with this skill, suffers 1 damage die. That's pretty tough. Breath, 3. May use an action to perform this attack even while adjacent to enemies. The creature's breath affects up to 3 frontal squares in a straight line. All targets in affected squares must pass an agility test in order to avoid the attack and move to an adjacent square. If they can't do so, or the roll is failed, they suffer 3 damage dice against the natural armor. Okay, that kind of sucks. So yeah, that's not so easy. The imps are not a big deal, but this guy is tough. It's not really tough, but he has little armor, which is good, and he doesn't do a ton of damage, I think. But it's not great. So we're gonna try to kill him, and to do so, I think I simply go and try to attack him with my dice, with my accuracy bow. I need a 6, but I got 2 shots, and if I'm lucky, maybe I can do some serious damage here. So let's see. Oh, wait a minute, that was wrong. That would have been a hit. We got to do, of course, the initiative roll first. So let's do that. They have no bonus. I have a ton of bonus, so let's hope for the best here. Yeah, that's definitely enough. They're not caught off guard because of this one, but still, we're doing okay. And now let's try to shoot at this igneous demon here. Okay, that was a miss. Well, it was a hit, but it didn't affect him. And I'm gonna go with a second shot. And actually, you know what? No, that's okay. So that was definitely a hit. The ambush would have allowed me to re-roll the first attack roll, but only if it was a failed attack roll. But that was not the case because, it was a hit. It just didn't do any damage. So therefore, now we do damage, and we do 5 dice of damage. So that's pretty good. Let's hope for the best here. Is that enough? Actually, yeah, that's enough. The guy has an armor of 3, and he has 4 life points, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So we killed this demon. Okay, and I think this is my main, that was basically my main problem. The others shouldn't be too bad. So I'm going to step a little bit out of the way now, and then I'm going to go into berserker mode, and I'm going to move 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces with this guy, and I'm going to start to attack this guy. Let's see. Ugh. Good Lord. Yeah, I mean, that was okay, that was terrible. So no success here. I think I can do a second attack though. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can do that. Actually, I realized I forgot to do my test here, my fearsome test against the demon, but it wouldn't have mattered. Maybe if it would have been a blunder, so I gotta roll that. Okay, that was a 7, that would have been good enough. So I'm gonna do my second attack against that imp. Okay, that's a 6. The imp has a 7. Now let's see. The guy has 10. And I got 11, but I got to subtract 1 because of the berserker mode. So I also have a 10. So that means the demon actually wins that fight round. Great. Okay. So let's move in with the dwarf now. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's enough to do an attack. Yeah. Ah, good Lord. Terrible. Okay, yeah, didn't work out. I should have used my fast attacks, but I blew it. Okay, that was just bad. I'm not even sure if the other guys want to move in, to be honest. I don't really think so. I think I'm going to try to deal with these guys on my own. So now this demon will attack this guy, I guess. This imp. The dwarf. Oh, good. So that is a 9. My goodness. I got an 8. I think I'm okay. The guy has a 12. No, that's not. Yeah, the guy has a 12 and I have a 5 plus 8. So yeah, that's definitely good enough. That's good enough. And now we get an attack from the other guy against the berserker. Oh, look at that. Holy crap. What's going on here? I'm going to spend a fortune. Okay, that's a 10. I mean, at least these are 2 less damage dice, right? But it's still a hit. Incredible. So he does 3 dice of damage. Okay, so these are 2 damage. Wow, that's pretty rough. Crazy. I didn't expect that. And now we got the other imp, and he moves forward, and he also attacks the berserker. Good Lord, I don't believe this. I mean, look at that. This is crazy. Well, do I want to spend another fortune? No. No, I don't think so. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to take that hit. 4 dice this time because it was a critical. And again, 2 more damage. Holy buckets. Incredible. Okay, now let's see. I'm gonna attack now with the dwarf, that guy here, but this time I'm gonna use my fast attacks. So that allows me to roll 3 dice. Okay, that has to be the end. There's no question here. First of all, we do, I don't know, 9 dice of damage. We got the tricky fighter, which reduces his armor by 1. So at that point, that inn gets totally slaughtered, that imp. Okay, that's, yeah, I mean, that has to be enough. So that guy is killed, and yeah, now there's 2 options basically. I could now move forward, and then the 2 attacks will be distributed evenly between us, which is probably the best idea. Kind of make things a little easier for this barbarian here. I could also step aside and maybe that's something I should do. I could shoot, for example, a green flame. Yeah, maybe that's something I want to do. I just realized I forgot my elven armor last time. I would have taken 1 less damage die. Maybe I could have saved 1 or 2 wounds, but okay. You know, I think I'm actually going to move aside, and I'm going to let her do her thing. So she's going to use yeah, I think I'm going to use the green flame. So I'm going to need, well, wait a minute, these fuckers are underworld, so that means they suffer 1 less damage die. Huh. I'm going to try it anyway. Yeah. So let's hope for the best. Man, I'm going to throw away a fortune and roll again. I need a 5 here. Oh man, just did it. Yeah, that was good enough. And that allows me now to do 4 damage dice against this guy. And I need a 3. Okay, so that was good enough. We managed to kill this guy. That's pretty good. And now I can actually move with her. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't do that. Nope. That doesn't make a lot of sense. Okay, so I think that's good. And then I'm going to attack now with the berserker. And I hope I'm a little more successful than I was before. Ugh. Doesn't look like it. Okay, that looks good this time. Yeah, that's a hit. That's a hit. And now I can roll a couple of dice, and it should be enough to kill the guy. So we have a strength of 4 plus 2, so we have 6 dice. Let's hope for the best here. Yeah, that is definitely enough. Oh boy. Okay. So we're done here. Wasn't my best thing, but it was okay. I think, well, first I want to search the bodies. So we can roll 4 dice. Oops. And we found $3. I mean, that's something. I forgot to search the body of the thief, but okay. And then I want to use my first 8. Do I? Maybe not. Could also spend a healing potion. Healing potions are expensive though. You know, I think I'm gonna use my first 8 to heal 2 wounds, a pack of provisions, and another. Yeah, I'm gonna use all the 2 packs of provisions and my first 8 to get rid of his 4 wounds. And that's it. So, I mean, that wasn't really great. I mean, we managed to kill this guy easily, which was good, but the imps gave him a hard time. Anyway, so I'm gonna load this up here and hope to see you on the next video or on lonesomegamer.com. Bye. Oh, and of course I forgot 2 things. I probably forgot more, but I just realized that the second imp over here would have taken another damage dice from the green flame, because it says adjacent enemy characters suffered 2 damage dice, and because the guy was underworld, he would have suffered 1. So I could have done that, but didn't matter. And the other thing is, and I want to do this, instead of spending a fortune here to re-roll that spell, I want to use my experienced wizard ability. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Save the fortune. It's basically the same thing. When you mess up a spell, you can use that to re-roll. Only difference is you cannot re-roll blunders with that. Okay, there we go. See you. Bye.